Thank you, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues and friends, good morning. I represent today here ISOCARP, the International Society of City and Regional Planners. We are an old association. We have been grounded in 1965. And basically, our mission is to create, to generate and exchange knowledge for better cities. And from the very beginning, we were grounded on the principle of quadruple helix. So we have in our association not just researchers, not just people from academy, but we have professionals, we have people coming from the private sectors, and we have people working in institutions, cities, metropolitan area, regions. And ISOCARP is really an international community of planners. We have in our association more than 90 countries. We are not so big like association because the very active members are around 1,000 members, but from all over the world. And around, let's say that 1,000 members are very active. And our community is created by 3,000 members, not the one that they come in, come out. But we really have every time and every year a global congress, and next year we are going to celebrate 60 years of ISOCARP. And this is the occasion to invite you all to join. This will be even my last year of presidency, and will be in Italy, in Siena, where actually we are going to touch upon the topics of urban regeneration connected to valorization of cultural heritage, but even how to use nature-based solution in historical cities. Well, that's all about ISOCARP. You can go on our website, isocarp.org. We have many initiatives, many tools. And I don't want to spend any more describing ISOCARP. I just invite you to serve the website. But I would like to come to the topic of our agreement. This memorandum of understanding that we are going to sign together today is a very important achievement. Bringing together 4 international associations on the topic of climate transition and circular cities is important because from 2020 to 2030, 700 million of people will move from rural areas to urban dimensions. We are in the contemporarity of an incredible urbanization. 700 million of people on the move. It's a risk for resilience, for sustainability, for all the words we like. So we have to take action now, not just for designing better cities, but even to rebalance this relationship between urban and rural dimension. And actually, I think that the circular city is a very good approach, to define this just transition, in a just way, this transition that is already happening. And I think that we have to take care of the way we use the resources. The resources, they have a limit, and we have to work on this limit. And thinking even to limits means even thinking in a strategic way. And actually, this is very important in urban planning. So basically, we have to swap from the linear way of thinking, so make, dispose, to a new one where actually reducing, reusing, recycling, regenerating is very important. All this it's important to manage this important urbanization. But together with we have to even consider another important things: co-design, cooperating. And I think that cooperation is really the key words for explaining this very important moment that we are going to celebrate. Without cooperation, we cannot have any impact. We are not having that critical mass that is necessary to face the contemporary challenges in the city. And basically, it is important even the way, how we make it. We represent the landscape architects, the engineers, the planners, but we have even to have the capacity to learn from each other. Since many years we talk about multidisciplinarity, interdisciplinarity, but we have to make the step towards transdisciplinarity, so we have to change. Now, we have not just to work with the difference of the other, but we have to embed the difference of the other to improve what we are as engineers, as architects, as planners. This is Now, we learn from the other and we change. If we are transdisciplinary, then basically this cooperation is leading to a very effective and efficient step. Anyway, there is a lot of things to do, especially in the moment that when we plan for the circular city or sustainable city or resilient cities, so we have to change even a little bit the mindset. I mean, I was this year working a lot on capacity building on nature-based solutions for very important cities, meeting very important professionals. I mean, what I was experiencing that if we want to move towards using new instruments like promoting ecosystem services, that is essential for a circular city, that is essential for designing a different city based on environmental friendly solutions and the correct use of energy and resources, we have to change the mentality of many technicians and many politicians because actually we don't have the right tools. I mean, the box of tools that we use as a planning system, as a policies, is obsolete. So we have to introduce new knowledge to really make people working towards the design of a city that is environmental friendly under the many aspects that we know. And this is a challenge, and this is the challenge that we can face together. I mean, what Professor Damian Tang was saying at the very beginning, I mean, this is an historical moment. I mean, this is the topics that we have to, capacity building, urban design, policy design. These are the fields where we have to say something. Otherwise, we signed one of the many memorandum of understanding, but we have to give content to this moment. Of course, we are in competition. Why not? I mean, we have to say that. But cooperation is stronger than competition. And if we really want to go towards the model of circular cities, I mean, it is important to have an integrated territorial approach. Participation is essential. The real essence of sustainability, it's not when we talk about sustainable development, especially with students, I make always this question: what does it mean, sustainable development? And they go back immediately to the environmental issue, blah, blah, blah. But sustainability means just one simple thing. I mean, it's something that is keeping on the long term. The German language is very nice about that, nachhalting, keeping after. Everything that is keeping after is sustainable. And then we can say environmental, social, logistic, all the adjectives that we know. But to have something that is really sustainable means to have community ownership. So the involvement of all the horizontal governance, it means stakeholders, citizens, associations. I mean, the integration between vertical and horizontal governance is really, really very important to have a circular cities. And a real resilient or sustainable cities is the one that is capable to match together the general interest coming from the bottom with the vertical governance that is representing the public interest. If we can match public and general interest, so the public interest of the institution and the general interest changing day by day, we really go towards a resilient and sustainable cities. I go to my conclusion. So we have to do many things in the contemporary cities. I mean, recovering brownfields. These are all things that we know. And there are two key objectives, at least in Europe, but I think these are important for all over the world. No land take by 2015 and carbon neutrality by 2015. And my final remarks, I mean, we need to innovate our box of tools and our attitude towards planning and design practices, replacing the logic of business plans with the logic of business strategy. Sustainable development is possible just through community involvement, not just public-private partnership, but public-private people partnership. This is important. Addressing inequality, supporting innovation, practices inclusion, promoting imagination, creativity is important. Circular thinking is about imagination, about creativity. Linear thinking is about just simple logic. Imagination can make the difference. Smart using the information. We have many data that we are not using, and we are in the data sphere period, the public space and hyperspace. We have to really find a way to use all this data in a more smart way. Thank you very much for your time and your attention.